Hello, everyone. What am I here to say? So I'm back from my trip. You saw my little live, my streamed video that then was, I guess they're saved or whatever. And if I do that when I travel, then I don't have all that extra space wasted on my phone of saving video. And I did do some other video with my bloggy, but there wasn't really anything all that interesting to show. I mean, I guess I could have showed around, and maybe I should have showed around the artist and maker studio where the workshop was, but it just I was trying to do some socializing and networking with the other artists that came there. And it was really interesting. I kind of feel like, oh, look at this hair. What's this hair doing? Oh my God. I kind of feel like the subject matter was a little bit premature for me, in that it was almost like they were really addressing artists who have already been selling or potentially have relationships with galleries, or if not, already have a very large body of work and consistent processes. And I don't really have any of that. But it was really good to listen to everything they were talking about, because they explained a number of different avenues that artists can take to create a livelihood from their artwork. Not just artists, but craftspeople. And there's a website that they have. This is the organization, the Arts Business Institute, and it was a couple of women that I guess run this together, and I may do a personal consultation with one of them just to show them the sort of the breadth of my work, which can go from more like abstraction to impressionist kind of photography, to some of the more traditional ways to photograph, but because I use pinhole or toy camera and the film, they have a different quality to them, but those might be more appropriate for licensing or marketing in certain ways, whereas the one-of-a-kind, more personal work, if I build up the series, could potentially be like gallery worthy, that sort of thing. So it was almost more of an entrepreneurial, or what they call artrepreneurial, workshop, and it's really good. I would suggest anybody who has a good body of work, who has consistent processes for the different things that the different pieces that you make, which I'm still grappling with certain ones with some of the photo encaustic. That if you're not selling, or you're not sure where to sell, or where your work might fit, what sort of settings. I mean, they were talking about all sorts of things. They were talking about trade shows. They were talking about corporate artwork, in addition to the galleries, selling online. They covered a huge amount of territory in 2 days. It was like 6 hours a day, and they provided lunch, and they had like speakers during lunch too. So it was almost more like, I felt like I was like just getting blasted with all this information that didn't really resonate right away. But the more I listened to them, I would get different ideas that I would jot down in my notes, thinking about, I mean, for instance, they were showing some paintings on the wall. They're saying, you can take your images, your paintings, or whatever it is, and have them put on leggings or, you know, tote bags. I was showing some of my where is it? I was showing, well, you've seen it. I was showing one of my recent dipped wax. Why are you doing that? That's weird. Where's the other one? That's strange. This one here, I was showing to Judith, and one of the women that was teaching the class saw it, and so, you know, this one on with the wax, and she looked at it and she said that would be great on a tote bag to sell at the gift shop of the botanical garden. So, and they do have, you know, they talked a lot about making contacts so that you know who to approach, who the buyers are, blah 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 blah, and it was very interesting. I had different reactions to it. You know, I have this sort of like hippie reaction that, or this purist reaction about art, that no, art shouldn't be so, you know, tied in with making money. But it's like, why shouldn't artists make money? I mean, people pay money for junk art all the time, you know, stuff. Not to diss anybody if they want to buy something at Target or IKEA, but, you know, there was an artist that made whatever that is at some point in time, and hopefully they're still getting a little bit of money off of, you know, whatever the framed prints are. So, you know, it's coming to terms with this idea that art can be a valued commodity because it enhances people's lives in many different ways. So, I mean, and that's not even getting into some of the more, you know, social aspects of art and how they affect, you know, society and culture and that sort of thing. So, so anyway, if anybody is interested in that, I mean, the workshop, I think it was like $250, but it was like 12 hours that were just really jam-packed with a whole lot of information. And so I think as an initial step for myself, I have to consider that, you know, an investment. I mean, if I actually did make money, I suppose something like that I could take off on taxes, and that's a whole other thing, you know, the whole, that aspect of it. But rather than shutting myself down and saying, I can't do it, it's better for me to just go get a job somewhere or something like that. I should at least give it a focused try. And I would say that my artwork and my attention to my artwork, I haven't really been approaching as work, and I need to figure out how I can organize my life so that I don't get distracted with mowing the lawn and, you know, cleaning and walking the dog. Well, I can't start that now because I gotta walk the dog. It's like, you know, let's fit those other things in other times and approach the artwork as work. And I've done that in fits and starts, but I would say that going to this workshop, even though not all the information is immediately useful for me right now, it does motivate me to keep building up my body of work and the collections and you know, working on some of the processes or learning how to troubleshoot and do it in a more aggressive fashion. But it's you know, I get a little waylaid still from you know, my sense of aloneness and depression at times. I mean, depression for me manifests this way. Depression manifests by me not setting my situation up so I do the artwork, and instead I mow the lawn. That for me is the way depression manifests. I know that probably sounds really weird, but I'll find the sort of mindless things that I tell myself I have to do instead of approaching the things that take a little bit more faith and confidence. You know, it becomes well, that doesn't matter because I'm not good enough for that to work. So it's all head trippy kind of stuff. So it was good. It was I had a nice hotel. You saw my hotel. That was very nice. And I got together with a couple of different, another gallery person from down in Fairfax. And we had dinner together, and I saw her gallery space. And then I met up with some other friends for dinner on Saturday after the workshop, and we went and got some Chinese food, and it was nice. I saw them when they were in Richmond. We got together, so I said I was going to be up there, and went and saw them. So maybe sometime in the fall, I'll do a Northern Virginia trip again for photography if I can find when the colors are good. And I'm doing the date. I changed the date for my cyanotype. I don't know if I mentioned anything here. I'm doing just a short 1 hour cyanotype class at Sneed's Nursery. And it was going to be on the 23rd, but we changed it to the 30th because there's something else happening on the 23rd I wanted to go to. So they were able to switch the date for me. I haven't heard back from the Visual Arts Center yet about being a studio monitor or a darkroom monitor. So there's a lot of, there's just, I guess what I find hard to do is really categorizing everything and giving all these different activities or tasks or ways to put my energy, subjects, issues to focus my energy on. It's like, how do I set it all up so I can do all these, or what do I put on the back burner until I get caught up with some others. And, not sleeping real well and feeling really safe and confident because of living alone, not having that little bolster of somebody there, because I did, that was, I was talking to the other person who's a gallery owner, and it turns out she's going through divorce now, and we were talking about different things. And I said, honestly, for me, I create best when I feel like my situation is safe and secure, and just settled. I don't create really well as far as really consistent production goes when I am unsettled or feel unsure about life. So I need to work on my life so that I do feel like that, whatever that's going to take as far as my mindset goes, or maybe just really working on creating the social tribal kind of network I need right here where I am. So that's it. That's a little update. I probably really won't be doing much more videos until the trip. I'll see what I do with videos about that. I definitely want to take pictures. I need to get some more film going. I need some more images for actual work. And I've got allergy stuff going on. And then when I get back, there's all sorts of things to do when I get back. But I'll be probably starting to cut back the garden a little bit in the next few weeks, maybe some of the sunflowers, but they're still blooming. They're blooming, and the goldfinches love them. So even though they look raggedy down further on the, the stems, but I hate to take them down when the bees and the birds are still going to them. So we'll see. Anyway, that's what's going on here in Baba Yaga's house.